Hey, I just want to mention basically how I slack off right now. Pretty much these are the first words I am saying after getting up. So I've been silent until now, and I just wanted to really record my awful progress lately, basically. So, yeah, obviously I can't seem to get to anything. I can't really do anything. The only thing I seem to be able to do is shower once a day and brush my teeth once a day, thankfully. But I don't ever seem to be able to do anything. I can't even record anymore like I want to. I don't think too much looks good about me at all. And on a really fat day, my stomach definitely looks pretty bad. And obviously, I haven't been training in anything. The only thing I have been doing every single day is just showering once a day, and brushing my teeth once, and eating a lot, drinking a lot of water, which is good, but it's sometimes too much. And the more I eat, the more water I drink, and I overdose on those things. And really just playing video games and watching things. I have not really been able to do anything. This is not even what I want to do. I don't want to be stuck doing just this. But I have not been able to do anything more. I don't even know why I can't seem to push my... Well, I do know why. I practically believe I have a reason for why everything seems to happen. But the problem is that in this situation for me, I've never been able to fix this. I've not been able to fix this. So every day I keep going through all this frustration, and I'm walking around thinking. Obviously that's one thing I'm trying not to do, is think so much, because that slows me down, especially when I'm trying to make a decision. Should I do this first or do that last, next? Once I get to that point, I try to ignore it and just go randomly, and it seems to be okay lately, but my problem is that I'm still really lazy, and I still feel like I haven't no energy. And sometimes when I get up and I want to do the video, nowadays I don't want to be all boring anymore. I'm tired of being boring. I'm tired of my voice being boring. But then when I'm walking around and I'm thinking and I'm talking to myself, I feel like I make the best speeches. But then when I get on camera and I try to do it right away, right after that, somehow it shuts right off. It's as if some kind of sorcery keeps stopping me, and it keeps preventing me from doing everything. One time I felt like I was actually ready, but I had a massive toothache, because my teeth are obviously really bad. I kept having some countless times up till now, from all these many years, of my teeth every once in a while breaking or falling out, coming loose. And it seems to either I'm not taking very good care of my teeth, or it seems that now that I'm an adult, when your teeth comes out, it's not good. Nothing grows back, and I don't know why this is. I don't know why science does this to you as an adult, but it doesn't grow back. It stays like that forever. And instead of just your teeth falling out and you're like, oh, what a relief, you go through twice more pain, 2 times more pain later. Because it fell out, your gums go through all this extreme pain, at least for me. So I'm always debating whether or not if it's because I'm an adult, or because I just maybe haven't been taking good care of my teeth lately. Or maybe after so many years my gums have low tolerance for it, and I've had too many teeth fall out. I'm not really sure what it could be. Sometimes I always believe that little kids do have it easier when it comes to healing and pain, as far as their bodies being able to not go through very much, depending on what it is at least. And teeth coming out is one of them. I have massive pain now every time a tooth chips or breaks. If anything leads kind of a hole that reaches my gums and it exposes my gums to the air, or any type of bacteria floating in the air, the pain starts immediately. And now I kinda, from what it feels like on this side, on my top teeth, top left jaw, I guess unknowingly, maybe about a week or a couple weeks ago, a hole must have been cracked up there, and while I was chewing. So now the gum on the inside, and this is just a wild guess, the gum on the inside must be exposed to the air now, and it hurts like hell. I can't even chew, hardly. At one point I became really unlucky because I kept eating too much candy, which was Hershey's. And that was probably the reason why it happened. It was frozen, kept in the freezer, and this happened just about a week ago. Kept chewing it, and next thing you know, I guess maybe my teeth cracked, or maybe I wasn't really taking care of myself too well, eating recklessly and whatnot. I'm supposed to be a healthy person and not eat like this. I know better, of course. I actually used to, in high school, I used to actually have a lot of better discipline with this. I used to actually easily be able to just stick to the plain foods that were healthy for me and stay like that. Additionally, I had vegetable juice a lot of times stuck in my fridge and whatnot, or in the cabinets. Now, I never have vegetable juice. And now I never actually hold back on the on any of the sweets. I even drink soda almost every night if my mom ever gets it. I literally have just let loose now, and I can't even I can't help that. I know what's wrong, and I know how it happened, and I have an idea on how I can stop it, but I let loose completely, and now I'm just kind of left for dead at this point. I'm literally eating out of shape, and the only thing I'm possibly doing right is still drinking a lot of water. Water is about the only thing I have. That is the only thing that my body holds on to. It's the only thing that could be a savior for me. Without that water, I would literally have all this bad shit in my stomach and nothing good. And even the and I don't know why this is, even with all the water that I drink, no matter how much water I drink, but with all this bad foods that I have, and even the additional soda and whatnot, my pee is darker than it even should be. Probably yellowish brown. Not to sound nasty or anything, but just to tell the truth, it's just not how I would want it to be. Back in high school, I used to have cases where it would be clear a lot of times, and that's where I would literally try to test myself or challenge myself to try to have clear urine. Now, I don't even know if that is good, because that may be too much. Maybe it may mean that I'm drinking far too much water, and I seem to be the king of that, water drinking. I seem to be the king of that. But I used to do a lot better job because of the fact that I wasn't killing food as bad as I am now. Furthermore, I wasn't so unhealthy at the time, and here I am now, my body's shutting down on me really bad. I hardly have any mental strength anymore to actually be able to control myself here. All this is kind of, and especially my tooth hurting, because one time I was going to get on cam, as I was saying before, and I felt like I was ready, but then I had a toothache, and it was so massive, I couldn't even do anything. And I mean literally, I could not even do anything. I had to just sit in the chair and look straight, thinking about the pain. I became hungry, and I had to actually eat through the pain, and it would get worse as I chew on food. It would get worse when water would touch it. whenever I have all these toothaches and whatnot, I couldn't let anything touch it. But I couldn't help it because I was hungry, so I would face more pain eating food. And I can't eat on this side. This side is already bad because I lost a tooth majorly on this side, on the top, top right gums, or top right jaw. My top right. And now it's so bad. I lost this when I was in LA. The tooth became loose because all these bad voodoo things were happening to me when I was in LA living with my sister. It was weird. I was going through the worst things ever. I was the most depressed person ever. A lot more pain on my body somehow, and it was just kind of, it felt like it was sorcery. But it was, to me, it was really coming from a great amount of depression, and it seemed like all these bad things were just happening to me. So now, because of all this, I can't really get on cam. I can definitely find myself to get on cam, but it's just, and I will, of course, I will get on cam. It just will take a longer time. It always takes a longer time for me to do anything here. Everything slows me down, and it does seem like there's some type of sorcery really trying to stop me. It seems like there's like something that that is also trying to make me more depressed. I mean, I feel like some thoughts get put into my head and shouldn't have even been put into my head, shouldn't have even been brought to my attention, but it just happens out of nowhere, and I can't get away from a thought, and it's nothing but bad thoughts. I don't even know if that's sorcery, but I think that's just because there's just so much bad that I see that I hate. So, yeah. I'm a lot worse of a person than ever, and I was honestly worse than this. I was probably two times more worse than the way I am now when I was with my sister. It's just being with her, and at the same time being away from my dog, really destroyed my life. Obviously, it was mostly being away from my dog that really destroyed me. He's about the only thing I got right now, and I literally had like announced him to myself as my own child. To take that away from me, I really that was the biggest thing that destroyed me over there, and that was the main reason why I could not ever live. I couldn't live life, period. I was just rotting like a bad apple, like an apple just rotting, getting real bad. And I wasn't doing anything, not even showering, not even brushing my teeth. It's just awful. I know. I'm a loser. But I just I make the better decision to do things that are better for me. Obviously, it's just that there's a force that really causes me to not do it. There's a stronger force that kind of pulls me back from all this that I really want to do. The good thing is I am able to actually have better hygiene now, finally. I held on to that somehow. I have to be able to do that with everything else now. I can't train anymore, by the way. I don't even do that. Every once in a while I get down and train and do some stretches and do a couple of other bizarre things, but it's just not as good, and I can never do the splits. I can't. I've been training that for like years and years and years, still can't do them because I can't actually keep up with good work. I can't do it every day, and and it's not that hard. It takes practice every day. It's an everyday process to really do it, from what it seems, because it's so difficult. But I can't push myself, and I gotta push myself with everything, but my training is so slow, like a turtle. It's lacking hugely. I can't push myself at all. I always believed that to solve all these problems, I would be able to have someone with me and be able to have a person. I don't think I can ever accomplish anything without a person at all. I think I've, not that it's true, and I'm not going to believe it 100%, But until now, I'm just now realizing, kind of, I actually think it's, for me, and maybe for a lot of people, since we're all human here, but speaking on myself, I think it's 100% impossible for me to get anywhere now, if I'm going to be the only one helping my own self. I don't mean like someone helping me find a job. No. I've had that happen, and nothing for me works. I literally, when I went to Memphis, Tennessee to visit my family, I was able to, even with people who were different from me, I was able to actually feel good. Very good. And I didn't think I would feel good. I felt alive. I wasn't even there with my dog. He had to stay here at home for a little while, and I had to worry about him underneath the care of an idiot next door, who obviously is the stupidest person on earth. No offense to him, but he's stupid. I will never let him take care of my dog again, and I will definitely let him know. My dog came out unharmed. He was fine. But that dude is still a stupid idiot. But anyways, the last thing I ever want to do is leave him in the hands of someone who is ridiculously stupid. But my dog was fine. It's just that the other dogs were not. So that was an issue. It still has me shaken. And anyway, but even with that being said, I was able to go there with just me and my mom and see the rest of the family, and I felt really good. It was the best feeling ever. And just after that moment, I'm more sure of myself that it is impossible for me to get far on my own. If having another person by my side like that, or being in the presence of another person, having company like that, let alone with a person who I'm actually not relating that much to, people who are different from me, if that really helps, and it helps a lot, and it actually makes me laugh and smile more often every day, then I know that that is the major weapon, possibly the only weapon to my humanity for me to ever get far. I won't ever get far, and it's impossible for me. I won't do it. I keep trying, and I'm only rotting more every day right now, and I'm alone. I can't actually get myself together. Everything is rotting. I can't even believe I'm showering every day. I don't even know how I'm doing it. I guess it got easier finally. Something actually stayed with me. Stayed with my actions. Kept trying, and finally I got it. But this is the type of me trying that I shouldn't have to go through. This is the type of struggle that is like I'm on my last breath. And it's like if I may get it or I may not, but it'll take years and years and years. Finally it became easy. So I know that I need another person as company and as a good friend.